Imagine if other beings exist, not in outer space, but in a dimension right next to ours. They're here, sharing our space, but invisible and impossible to detect, at least with our current understanding. Could science eventually reveal their reality? Welcome to Infinitia Verity. On this channel, we dive into mysteries that challenge our understanding of science and existence. Today, we're exploring interdimensional beings and the mind-bending quantum mechanics that might support their existence. If you're ready to unlock new realms of knowledge, let's dive in. Explaining dimensions. We start by breaking down what dimensions are in physical terms. We live in a three-dimensional universe where height, width, and depth define space, and time adds a fourth dimension. But scientists have theorized that additional dimensions could exist beyond these four. These extra dimensions, if they exist, are compact or curled up, possibly on subatomic scales, which is why we can't see them. Interesting facts. Fact 1. The concept of extra dimensions is central to string theory, a framework in physics that attempts to reconcile quantum mechanics and general relativity. In string theory, there could be up to 11 dimensions, with extra dimensions containing complex, hidden layers of reality. Fact 2. The physicist Kaluza proposed an early five-dimensional theory in the 1920s to unify electromagnetism and gravity. Although the idea didn't fully succeed, it opened doors to viewing dimensions beyond our perception. Defining interdimensional beings. Interdimensional beings, as theorized, are entities that exist outside our observable dimensions. They might inhabit alternate dimensions or realities, and they may not have physical bodies like ours. The idea is rooted in ancient traditions that describe beings like gods, spirits, and entities who can move between realms. Examples of beliefs. Ancient cultures believed in otherworldly entities, the Hindu concept of lokas, Native American spirit worlds, and Norse mythology's Yggdrasil, the world tree connecting 9 realms. Interesting facts. Fact 1. Ancient civilizations often linked interdimensional beings with wisdom or guidance. For example, Sumerian texts speak of the Anunnaki, beings thought to come from another realm to teach and help humanity. Fact 2. Many descriptions of interdimensional beings like shape-shifting or appearing only when called parallel modern accounts of encounters with energy forms or spirits. Quantum theory. Basics. Quantum mechanics, the theory that describes particles on the smallest scales, reveals that particles can exist in a state of superposition, meaning they can be in multiple places or states at once until measured. This phenomenon defies everyday intuition and hints at multiple coexisting realities. Many worlds interpretation. Some physicists, like Hugh Everett, theorize that every possible outcome of a quantum event occurs in a separate, parallel universe. This implies a multiverse, a collection of infinite realities where every possible version of events and outcomes exists. Interesting facts. Fact 1. According to the multiverse hypothesis, there may be versions of us in parallel universes making different decisions, which suggests other beings could exist under entirely different physical laws. Fact 2. Quantum entanglement, where particles affect each other instantaneously across distances, could imply connections that transcend our dimensions, a spooky action even Einstein struggled to accept. Quantum physics suggests that particles can exist in multiple states, raising the idea that beings could exist in quantum states beyond our perception. In such a state, these beings might be out of phase with us, visible only under special circumstances. Some researchers believe that consciousness could operate in a quantum way, meaning our minds could be entangled with other dimensions, giving rise to experiences of otherworldly encounters. If interdimensional beings are out of phase, they might appear briefly or only be seen under certain quantum conditions, similar to ghost sightings that have been reported across cultures. Some interpretations of quantum mechanics suggest that consciousness could be the key to collapsing quantum states, meaning our minds might be uniquely equipped to sense other dimensions. The idea of portals or gateways to other dimensions appears in folklore, like the Bermuda Triangle or ancient stories of sacred sites that connect realms. From a scientific standpoint, some hypothesize that high-energy events like particle collisions could momentarily open such portals. Research facilities like CERN are conducting high-energy experiments in which particle collisions might briefly reveal other dimensions. Some scientists theorize that if extra dimensions exist, particle collisions could open tiny windows into them. In theory, if interdimensional beings exist, these could be windows through which they might momentarily interact with our world. Folklore often attributes portals or dimensional gateways to certain mysterious places. For example, the Bermuda Triangle is famous for unexplained disappearances, with some theorists suggesting it could be an access point between dimensions. Some ancient cultures believed certain places were sacred portals where individuals could communicate with gods or spirits. The ancient Egyptians believed the Duat was an underworld realm that could be reached through certain rituals or locations. High-energy physics experiments, like those at CERN's Large Hadron Collider, aim to detect Kaluza-Klein particles as potential evidence of extra dimensions. Discovering these particles could suggest that our universe truly has hidden dimensions accessible under special conditions. For centuries, people have reported encounters with beings that defy physical laws or seem out of phase with our reality. Descriptions of these beings range from shadow figures and energy orbs to apparitions that resemble traditional depictions of spirits, or even extraterrestrials. Though these accounts are often anecdotal, they're frequent enough across cultures to spark curiosity about a shared phenomenon. While skeptics attribute these encounters to hallucinations or psychological phenomena, some researchers propose that they could be brief glimpses into other dimensions. For example, the idea of shadow beings might suggest a crossover with dimensions we don't fully perceive. Some cultures describe shadow beings as entities that move at the edge of human vision, appearing briefly and then vanishing, a phenomenon that resembles the quantum concept of particles appearing only under certain observational conditions. Increased documentation of strange phenomena has been linked to advancements in camera technology which can detect wavelengths beyond human vision. This raises the possibility that we're glimpsing parts of reality that exist beyond our standard perceptual limits. Consciousness, beyond the physical brain. Some researchers speculate that consciousness may not be entirely bound to the physical brain, but could be an energetic or quantum phenomenon. If consciousness exists as an energy form, it may have the potential to connect with other dimensions under the right conditions. Meditative and altered states of consciousness. Altered states of consciousness, such as those achieved through meditation, dreaming, or near-death experiences, are often associated with reports of encounters with other beings or realms. These experiences suggest that the mind, when in certain states, might access information or experiences beyond the ordinary physical dimension. Interesting facts. Fact 1. Ancient spiritual practices such as meditation, prayer, and even trance rituals often focus on helping the practitioner connect with other realms. These practices imply that consciousness may serve as a bridge across dimensions. Fact 2. Some modern neuroscientists propose that consciousness might be a non-local phenomenon, meaning it isn't confined to one specific part of the brain or body. This idea hints that our perception could extend beyond traditional space and time, potentially into other dimensions. The need for evidence. Despite growing interest, scientists emphasize that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Currently, interdimensional beings remain a theoretical concept without direct evidence. Some skeptics argue that while quantum theory suggests strange possibilities, it doesn't imply interdimensional life forms exist. Limitations of current technology. Our ability to detect or interact with other dimensions is limited by our technology. Instruments we use to observe the universe are designed to operate within known dimensions, meaning potential interdimensional activity may be out of reach until we develop tools capable of detecting different energy patterns or particles. Interesting facts. Fact 1. Just because something isn't detected doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Scientists remind us that early experiments with radio waves failed to detect their existence until the proper technology was available. Other dimensions might similarly elude current detection methods. Fact 2. Einstein famously rejected some of the implications of quantum mechanics, referring to quantum entanglement as spooky action at a distance. Today, entanglement is a proven reality, but the implications for unseen dimensions remain highly speculative. Emerging technology and quantum computing. Technologies like quantum computing may one day allow us to simulate higher dimensional interactions or even detect forms of energy outside known dimensions. Quantum computers are built on principles that may be uniquely suited to studying phenomena that don't fit within standard physics. The role of space exploration and AI advances in artificial intelligence, combined with data from space exploration, may help scientists detect anomalies that hint at other dimensions. Some theorize that AI could one day analyze complex data for signs of interdimensional interactions, potentially identifying patterns we're unable to detect. Interesting facts. Fact 1. Quantum computers harness the principle of superposition, which allows them to process multiple possibilities at once. This processing capability might be crucial for modeling higher dimensional physics. Fact 2. Future detectors may use advanced quantum sensors to listen for energy fluctuations or gravitational signatures that don't conform to known laws, potentially revealing interdimensional phenomena. To wrap up, the concept of interdimensional beings pushes the boundaries of our understanding. While scientific proof is yet to come, the intersection of quantum mechanics and the multiverse theory opens up fascinating possibilities. We've explored how quantum physics might support these beings' existence and considered how consciousness could connect us to these other realms. Whether interdimensional beings are science, mysticism, or simply fascinating speculation, they challenge us to expand our view of reality. Humanity's drive to understand these mysteries reflects our unending curiosity and openness to new realities. If today's dive into interdimensional beings intrigued you, please like, subscribe, and share this video with others who are passionate about exploring the unknown. Keep watching Infinitia Verity as we journey together into topics that shape the very edges of science and reality. Don't miss our next episode, where we explore how AI might one day help us detect new dimensions of existence.